As far as? I'm Haitian. Why? Where you from? What's your background? You American? Dirty black American?
Here we go!
What? Huh? What?
What'd you say?
American? Black American? What?
No. Hold on. You said dirty black American.
You heard that? You just asked me what I said. I did.
Why you said that?
Because that's what y'all are.
You got knocked the out, man!
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys have had a fantastic weekend, and I also want to thank everyone who clicked on this video to watch it. Thank you for your support. So with that said, let's go ahead and get down, and I want to talk about one of the most trending topics that is circulating all over social media, and that's the fact that the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled in favor of the administration allowing the Department of Homeland Security to end the temporary protected status for Haitians. Now, this ruling could affect over 350,000 Haitians, where they would have to return back to Haiti. And to be honest, the conditions of Haiti is not very safe for anyone, not even the people that are currently living there.
After them, and how do we support them, and what do we do in order for them, especially in Florida?
So a lot was happening for them by being here.
TPS is not a loophole, it is a literal lifeline.
I fear for my life if I go to Haiti, because actually right now the gang they control the country. So if I go in Haiti, wherever I live, they can kidnap me. They can kill me.
We have 160,000, I've understood, who could be affected by this. This is devastating for them and their families.
For TPS holders who are concerned about their future, we're all concerned about their future. We're all concerned with ICE raids. We saw what happened in Minneapolis. We saw what happened in other countries, especially in black communities, because everyone looks Haitian. We're all African American.
Unfortunately, us as local officials, we cannot impede in anything that the federal government do, and we will not do that.
So what do? You're going to send a Brazilian, Chilean, American national to Haiti when that's not their country of origin? There's no passport for them to go to Haiti.
You feel like the shots are so close to you, you have to leave.
They won't go into supermarkets, they won't go into stores. In many instances, they're not leaving their homes.
Now, when I take a look at Haiti in its totality, and this is something that the media fails to cover, it's clear and evident that Haiti is still suffering from the fact that they defeated the French in 1803 to gain their own independence in 1804. And as a result of the Haitians actually defeating the Frenchmen, they became the first Black republic, right? And so because of this revelation, they started to be isolated by global powers and forced to pay a crippling independence debt to France. And in fact, several years after the Haitians defeated the Frenchmen in 1825, France sent warships to Haiti and threatened to wage war and reimpose slavery unless the nation paid 150 million gold francs. The payment was officially billed as compensation to the former French plantation owners for their loss of property, including enslaved people. Now, it's important to note that the $150 million demand was over 10 times Haiti's annual budget, and it was later reduced to about 90 million in 1838. Now, this is the kicker right here, because they were unable to pay this, of course, and so Haiti had to end up taking out high interest loans from French banks. And so when you analyze that dynamic, you defeated the French in 1803, right? In order for you to be able to pay them back, or else you were going to be enslaved again, or the threat was definitely on the table, you had to go to the former oppressor, right? That could become an oppressive figure in your country again to get loans to be able to pay them back. And on top of that, you can only imagine that the interest on those loans were sky high. And so the Haitians didn't end up paying off that loan until 1947. Now, it's been estimated that the Haitians paid about $560 million at the time, which cost the nation's economy anywhere from $21 billion to $115 billion in lost growth and development over time. And so when you take a look at Haiti and you zoom the lens in, they're still trying to recover from that major debt that they had to pay. And mind you, they didn't finish paying off that debt until 1947. So they're just trying to recover. And then on top of that, because they beat the Frenchmen, A lot of people don't even want to work with them and help them because they're still envious and upset that Haiti became the first Black republic back in 1804. Now, I'm not saying that this is an excuse for Haiti to be committing the crimes that they do within their own country, but it's part of it because when you don't have the resources, you're going to naturally turn to crime to be able to feed your family. But anyway, what I'm going to do right here is insert some clips where people are giving their opinion about this situation, and then I'll be back.
Hence the word temporary, but under the law, the designation can be extended before the designation expires, before the terms expire. The Obama admin granting Haitians TPS in 2010 due to the country's devastating earthquake, Syrians receiving it in 2012 because of the country's civil war. I mean, cry me a river, we have our own problems. TPS for both countries extended multiple times. And look, this has been going on for over a dozen years. Go home. Get out. We know our country's better than yours. That's because we filled it with our work ethic and our culture and our values. You being here only dilutes it for us, those who built it and live it. And half of you people, more than half, you won't assimilate. We don't want you. We don't care if you're offended. Get out. Go home. Go back to Haiti.
That's Megyn Kelly responding to the ruling of the Supreme Court for ending the status for Haitians and Syrians. Now, she was a bit colorful and harsh with her language, but that's just her being transparent and being unfiltered in her truth. But she brings up a good point that I want to elaborate on. That's Obama granting them TPS status back in 2010, right after the earthquake happened. He was like, look, we're going to give you TPS status to the Haitians that's already here and the Haitians, the influx of Haitians that's coming in. That's why you got this big number, 350 plus thousands of them, right? But in that process, from Obama till now, the Dems were in office and control for 12 years and they never offered a pathway, a permanent residency. They just kept putting a Band-Aid, putting a Band-Aid, putting a Band-Aid. Now, temporary, the word is manifesting because the Supreme Court said, yeah, it's temporary, it's ending as we speak. And I want to also touch, because since that's ending and they're being sent home, you have Haitians over there in Boston going on these press conferences saying that they built America. And I'm talking about the Haitians that came here in 2010. They saying that they built America. So you telling me in 16 years you built America and you had freedom since 1804 in Haiti. I don't even want to put the mirror to Haiti, but yeah, so, you know, put the two and two together. But back to my point is that you're erasing the contributions that Black Americans, enslaved Black Americans and free men contribute to this country, making it what it is today. So just the whole erasure part, I know you don't want to be sent back to Haiti, but to come up here and just spew these lies, that's not cool neither, right? But anyway, the word temporary is manifesting, and you have 350,000 Haitians plus, in the process of being sent back to Haiti.
You know, what happened to, I have a country to go back to. We live in this world. How are you fighting to stay in someone else's country on a temporary protective? Go to hell.
This is the time for all of us to raise our voices and to say this country is also our country, is also the country of our immigrants, because we are the one who built it.
Given the circumstances in Haiti, I can understand her frustration. I can understand the fear that a lot of Haitians would probably have at this point. A lot of them have been here for, many, many years, 10, 15, 20 years, and this is probably all that they know. Some of them don't even have memories of Haiti and been living under this temporary protection status. But to say that you built the country is like, why would you build America but not build Haiti? That alone doesn't make sense. Like, why if you have your own plot of land, your own island that's for you, really it's technically like having your own private island. It belongs to you and your folks. Why would you not build that and come over to somebody else's house and build that up and not build up your own house on your own private island, your beautiful island, by the way? That part does not make sense. And obviously we know who built the country. I mean, the country was built by foundationally Black Americans, the freedmen, the slaves, and then, the freedmen. So when immigrants started coming over here, they were adding to a foundation that was already built and just kind of put their, they added to it. I'm not saying that they didn't help.
So America's doors are closed fully to asylum seekers. We've set up agreements where if you want asylum, then we will find a country elsewhere in the world to take you. It's very simple, very elegant, a very complete solution.
Problem is that when you build in somebody else's house, you kind of give them the right to say, okay, well, it's time for you to go. This is my house. Now I'm gonna need you to go back to your house. And I'm not saying none of this as a way to poke fun at anybody's misfortunes, because I actually feel bad for a lot of the people who don't know what they're gonna do next, don't have no idea how to make a life in Haiti. So I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying that if she claims that immigrants built America, right? But why would you build America when you have a whole country that you can build exactly to the way that your people would want it to be, and just kind of make a better life for your people in your home country? They just don't make sense to me.
All right, so you heard what they had to say about the situation, and of course there's so many more opinions out there, but I can't share them all with you. But this is the gist of what people are saying that have the same hue as me. Now, there are people that are not educated on why Haiti is down bad in the fashion that they are. I just explained to you one of the real big reasons why, as it pertains to them defeating the Frenchmen back in 1803 and becoming the first Black Republic, coupled with the stiff consequences that they faced as a result of that. But now I want to hear from you all. Drop down in the comments and leave your thoughts. I hope everybody has a fantastic day and be blessed.